Well, last time we forgot, remember? But we're up here recording here. Let's see.
Okay.
Hopefully it don't fall over there. Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Harold Sullivan, the Sullivan Project podcast, and I'm here with Greg. What's up, Greg?
Not much, Harold. How you doing, brother?
Good. Hey, it's a paradise, like I tell people. And people waiting to get to heaven, but hey, what do we got here?
Uh, yeah.
This is heaven on earth. But we're gonna do the Flash movie review, as some people might guess from that, or if you've seen the original Batman 1989. And before
Yeah.
that, let me get in. I'm going to say a couple of things. Let me mention Audible. I spoke to a nice lady named Jessica. I'm going to give her a shout out. The customer service is good there. I'm blind and disabled. If you haven't tuned in before, and you can check out, some of my story and some of other people's stories, because we say you can't judge a book. Everyone has a story, and you can't judge a book by its cover. And you can go on YouTube and TikTok, Harold Sullivan 78, and then Facebook, Harold Sullivan period 35, and then you can call in the show 724-513-1472. But as I mentioned, yeah, the customer service is great. They'll help you look up stuff if you're disabled and put it in your. If you have a credit card on file, they'll put it in there for you. And she mentioned to me a couple things about that they got. You could buy 3 credits for $37.99, which is something they hadn't mentioned before. And as I said, it's $15 a month. You get 1 credit, plus there's thousands of free things you can download, and you get discounts on every book as well, every audio or regular book
Awesome.
and podcast. That's Audible, it's called. So it's a great deal, and like I said, they're very friendly, and the lady, you know, she was very. I just figured I'd give a shout out, and maybe hey, maybe I can get Audible on here or part of the show or whatever. But I mentioned them anyway because they help.
Yeah,
You know.
give them to sponsor you, man.
Yeah, I'm not looking about. It's not about money, but you know what? Yeah, if I want to, I say it anyway because it really does help, and that's what it's about. So I check out Audible. Anybody, I recommend that, and they are friendly. And I deal with lots of customer service people, and these people do whatever you need. I mean,
Yeah.
they're right there. So and I want to mention one more thing. The original voice for Harley Quinn, Arlene Sorkin, has passed away at age 67. The Batman the Animated Show. She was the first Harley Quinn, right? Before that, there wasn't any Harley Quinn.
Yeah. And for people that are Harley Quinn fans,
Yeah,
she appeared in Batman the Animated Series before she ever came to a comic book.
yeah, Harley Quinn, right? Yeah. So people
Yeah.
don't know that's where she started. And Kevin Smith actually named his daughter Harley Quinn Smith. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Kevin Smith, actor from Jay and Silent Bob and all those movies, and then he's actually
Yeah.
a writer and a director. But yeah, she passed away. So without her, we wouldn't have the personality, the accent, probably, because I'm not sure, who decided what. That would be neat to. I'd like to know that. Did they just say, "Hey, do your thing," or did they have like an idea of how they wanted Harley Quinn to be represented? In the cartoon.
Yeah.
That's neat. I'd like to know that. And Mark Hamill was the voice of Joker, in case people didn't know. So let's get into the Flash,
Okay.
2023. Uh, in the Flash. Okay, so let me say what I liked and what I didn't like, and then you'll get to what you liked and didn't like. And as I said, I'm blind, so I missed some stuff that may contribute to what I didn't like. But if you explain, maybe I'll understand more. So it wasn't much though. I mean, I liked most of it. I liked the time travel. I loved of course, Michael Keaton. I liked the little cameos and the little Easter eggs or whatever you want to call them that were in there. Uh, Things that the beginning of it I thought was kind of long, like I said mentioned to you the other day. Like the big,
Yeah.
huge opening, 20 minutes saving people, and then the music. Sometimes I thought the editing seemed a little, not just the music, but sometimes it seemed like some of the movie was slowed and some was too fast. There was too.
Yeah.
It was
It
bits
was
and
probably
pieces.
tough for you not being able to see it.
Yeah, but it's still you kind of like when you listen to the music, the whole soundtrack should have like a rhythm to it when you from beginning to end, right? Because if you play that without the movie, it still should tell a story, and it just kind of drew me out of certain spots of like when they threw in, like I said, rock music or uh, I don't know. And then the parts I found it annoying with the Flash going back and forth, talking to himself the whole time. And then, like again, if you can't see, you don't know. But I knew which voice was which because the one was kind of mean and older, and the other one was like, "Oh, I have powers." Like he didn't understand. "Oh, I have powers." He didn't get it. That he got
Well, that was him
from
um,
4 years before.
younger him before he got the
Yeah,
Force powers
it was funny.
from a different dimension. Or
Yeah, it was funny though because he didn't realize yes, you do have powers, but he just kept, the other dude was like had to almost beat it into his head that yes, this. So, but I just kind of those parts I kind of found annoying when it was just the Flash and the Flash. But when there's other people where the Flash talking to everybody else, that was cool. But I mean, these are just little tiny, you know. And then I loved the whole Eric Stoltz. If people don't know, Eric Stoltz was the real Marty McFly at first.
yeah, right.
So
And
they,
in Back to the Future, when he's on the skateboard, that is Eric Stoltz.
yeah, there's a few scenes where they didn't cut it out. But
Yeah,
the whole story was they shot half the movie and it just wasn't vibing. He wasn't, and so they actually went and got Michael J. Fox, who was the original choice, but he was on Family Ties. So they said, "Can you shoot? He can only shoot certain times a day or whatever." And they said, "Okay, we'll do it."
yeah.
And they reshot most of it, and some of it he was still left in there by accident or whatever. So
Well,
yeah,
Michael J. Fox couldn't do the skateboard. Eric Stoltz could.
yeah, but he learned, and so same with the guitar, but he learned. And they fooled everybody thought that Michael J. Fox was singing that and playing guitar, but he was not. So.
Yeah, no.
And the guy who did the voice didn't even get credit because he didn't. They wanted to leave it on purpose so that the people thought he was. But that's a whole nother podcast. But and then there was other parts in there too where there was other movies, right, where they said, well, there was other actors playing the characters, and it wasn't the right ones, right, because they kept mentioning other things where he was like, no, this person plays this, and he's like, no.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought that was cute. And I thought the whole kind of it was like Back to the Future Part Two all over again, because it was like they went back into other stories, like the whole General Zod, but they did it from a different angle, and you know what I mean, how they did Back to the Future Two, and it was the whole story going on from Part One, but they added another side story into it, and you had it all make it fresh again. So I liked how he went back in several different stories and redid things, and they brought up. So those were what I liked and what I didn't like, pretty much. So,
Yeah.
and then okay, so what the cameos I did get? Now I did get George. Spoilers for anybody, of course, but I did get George Clooney at the end,
Yeah.
and I know about the scene afterwards where you said Aquaman gets drunk, right, and falls in a puddle, and the Flash saves him or something.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now I do know. Oh, I did hear at the beginning when they were in the Batcave, the Joker's teeth, right? Because
The joke.
the Flash picks up the Joker's teeth from the end of the first Batman. Whenever Joker falls and the teeth are laying there chattering, I could
Oh,
I could swore I heard in the Batcave. Yeah, because I was listening to details. I heard him. He's looking around the Batcave, and the one I think it's the younger one. He's all amazed, the younger Flash, and he sees uh, the Joker's teeth, and he picks them up, and they start going, hey, hey, and they're laughing, and so I'm wondering in the Batcave there was probably other flashback, other cameo or whatever you call it, other stuff from old Batman. Like the
yeah.
Batmobile. Was it the Batmobile from the '89?
Yeah, yeah, it
Okay.
was. It was really cool.
And the Batwing, they called the Bat Jet, but was it the Batwing or was
I
it?
think so. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that because I couldn't really remember that, but it was
Okay.
definitely the part.
Well, it was shaped like a bat, right? The plane.
Yeah, but they didn't really show it, so
Oh, okay.
it
Because
might.
he called it the Bat Jet, but it was called the Batwing. But they probably wouldn't know that, you know what I mean? Originally, because how would the Flash know what to call it? Okay, and then yeah, and so what else? I know there was a Supergirl, but they showed the original Supergirl somewhere, right? Helen
Yeah,
Slater.
okay. Do you remember when they both start going back in time?
Yeah.
Flash goes after the younger version of
Y-
himself.
Yeah.
So there are all these different dimensions. Okay, so
Okay.
you see they showed
Like still shots, right? Like frozen.
Reeves did the Superman show in the 50s.
Oh, they had him, George Reeves.
Yeah, yeah,
Like a frozen shot though, like right, just like frozen in time.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, because that's how Adam West was, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let me think. Okay, so you see him, then you see Christopher Reeves.
But he flies.
No, he kind of just pulls up. What's the girl that played Superman?
Helen Slater. Both of them.
Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
yeah.
See, that's what I was saying. Remember, didn't I say that like last year? It'd be awesome if they had a way to bring in Christopher Reeve, Linda Carter, and the other and Michael Keaton all together, even if it's just for that scene where he flies up. And look what they did. I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got
Okay,
that,
and also you see Nick Cage with the long hair.
and he doesn't speak or nothing.
No, yeah, he doesn't. Because they're just like they're not really interacting with them. They're like
Okay,
just going through these dimensions.
yeah, that's cool. And what was his outfit though? Was it black or what?
No, it was a pretty. He looked really cool as Superman.
Yeah,
And then they had so they showed a clip of George Reeves. Okay,
yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet. Are you there?
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to crack my neck.
Oh,
Man.
oh, that would be sweet to see him after. See, I'm glad they can do this now. Use it for the
And
right thing. Yeah.
something else. And then they showed the Flash from the Justice Society.
Oh, they didn't do the one from the '90s show. What was that guy's name? I forget. But you know what I'm talking about. The one that was on for 2 years, the original Flash show. Yeah, they wouldn't
No,
show
no,
that.
no. I'm talking about the one from the 40s. He looks like Mercury. He has the helmet.
Oh, they actually show. Oh, okay, with the little tin helmet with the little lightning
Yeah.
bolts on the side. Oh, that's
Uh,
cool. Like the miner's helmet. Yeah. Okay. And then Linda Carter, right? Is it Linda Carter somewhere?
yeah, I believe she is.
That's awesome, Linda Carter. She was the best.
Oh man, yeah,
Even
I
though,
thought.
even though she was way before my time, I thought she was, attractive years later. Even with that little weird outfit that she said was not, it was so she had to squeeze into that, like it was so tiny that, and she couldn't even move wearing that thing, the boots and that little deal.
Yeah,
But
I
it's a,
had Linda Carter's poster above my bed from
see,
like elementary school
that's the snit. Yeah, that's it right there.
until I moved out.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
got, I got to meet her one time.
Oh wow.
That's another story.
Yeah, we'll save that for. But okay, so when he says how long you've been doing this, time doesn't whatever. That's the reverse flash, right? Time doesn't have no meaning or something. It's an old. So the Flash has been doing whatever. This is what I don't understand. The Flash,
Okay.
he goes back to kill his own mother. Like,
No, no. Okay. Okay. Let me give you a little history
okay,
of DC Comics and stuff.
okay. Because I knew the
Okay.
Reverse
So,
Flash killed. I knew it was a Reverse Flash, but I didn't know why he did it or how it happened. You know what I mean?
well, the Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom, his whole purpose in life is to go back and get the Flash.
Okay.
He's from the future,
Yeah.
and he's one of the most powerful supervillains.
Okay.
Now, when the Flash's mother did die, the original Barry Allen, okay,
Okay.
and so I'll explain like the different everything's the multiverse.
Yeah, and the TV show's different too because it's similar to the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
A lot. Because they brought
Okay.
Iris in. I like that too when they brought her in. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So back. Okay. So DC. Okay. They had the original Superman, the original Batman, and the Justice Society,
Okay.
and so they came out in the late 30s, okay?
Yeah.
Um, and I'm sorry, man. So they came out. They was the original ones, okay?
Yeah. Just Society. When did they change to the Justice League?
Okay, right. So they in the 50s they wanted to revamp everything.
Oh, okay.
So okay, so the Justice League, it was a whole different dimension.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I thought it was
so
reversed.
they didn't never really knew about each other. But
Okay.
in the 60s, the Flash he was better go to the other dimensions.
Yeah, he ran real fast and went back in time.
No, 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 no. He had this it was the cosmic treadmill, and he'd go real fast on that.
Oh, okay, like an adventure.
Yeah, like it was like a treadmill, okay, and it was all zoomed up. I can't remember why he built it originally, but
Okay.
anyway, he goes so fast he vibrates into the whole another reality.
Okay. So it wasn't originally to go save anybody. It was like by accident, kind of.
I really don't.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I can't remember. And I never really read the.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, he goes back and he goes into the reality where the Justice Society,
It's just
the Justice in the original superheat.
okay. Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah. So then like once a year there was always a team up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Somehow I don't know how they all did it,
They did like
but they
crossovers.
Justice League and the Justice Society would have an adventure together. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they somehow they would go into the other dimension and win.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then there was other reality, like
Yeah.
Earth Prime was us. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
and then they brought out the Fawcett comics with Shazam, Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay. Okay. So some of these ones are from different realities. Yeah.
Yeah,
Reverses.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what a lot of people do.
Like Shazam. Yeah.
But then in the '80s, they had the Crisis on the Infinitive Earths. Okay.
Yeah. They did that in the Flash too in the
Yeah,
story.
and
Yeah.
so they combined all the worlds together, and you know, and then I don't know because they said it was too confusing, and then like 10, 15 years later,
They
they
went back.
brought it back, and now
Yeah.
they rebooted the whole DC
Yeah.
universe. So there's thousands of realities.
Yeah. Well, they have to. They're running with the movies. They're running out of things to do, so they have to bring in new things. And now anything could happen because there's a different every at the end, right? There's a different
Yeah,
Batman, and so who knows what else is. He's gonna have to figure out all kinds of stuff to
yeah.
Flash.
Like,
So
did you ever see Injustice about the Justice League where the Joker kills Lois Lane?
nah,
She was pregnant.
nah,
Superman goes nuts. Okay,
nah. It's a comic or a show, cartoon.
cartoon.
Oh, okay. Nah. Oh, what time is it, by the way, on your?
Says 7:36.
Oh, okay. We got about 10 minutes or so. Uh, so what? Let's see. So yeah, it's basically the same plot. The Flash wants to go back and save his mother because his dad is about to go on trial for murdering his mother, right? So that's the whole thing. But then the Flash
Yeah,
screws up things, and then no matter what, he keeps going back and trying to fix things, and then he screws them
yeah.
up more and more. And then
Now, so the Reverse Flash, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's in the reboot of the comics that his mother died or whatever.
Okay. Well, in this movie here, who is the Reverse Flash? It's the Flash, right?
He wasn't in it.
It's just the Flash went back and okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, so they made the Flash the Reverse Flash in this. I guess what I thought.
yeah. I don't think they met yet.
See, it didn't make sense. That's what I mean. This guy's so mean. He's gonna go. Well, why was he? What was he doing that he killed his mother? Why did he kill his mother?
because he's obsessed with the Flash and beating him.
But that's himself, though. I'm talking about in the
No,
Flash.
the word Flash is from
No, but
he's
I mean,
from
in
the
this
future.
movie, the Flash movie 2023, why does the Flash want to go back and kill? Why did he go back and kill his own mother?
Well, he wanted to go back. He so he he was there with his parents, okay,
Yeah,
and she needed another can of tomato sauce. So his
yeah,
dad left,
yeah,
and he thinks if his mom had two cans of tomato sauce, and he meets her in the market, and he puts it in her buggy,
yeah,
and then he thinks he goes off that he fixed it. He fixed it, and so she's going back.
yeah. But I'm
He
saying,
goes he goes into that other reality.
yeah. But I'm saying, how does he? How does she die? Who kills her? It's hit. The Flash kills her to begin with, and he goes back and to try to stop himself, right?
No, no, the reverse Flash. Okay, the yellow suited Flash.
He's in this movie here.
No, he's not.
Oh well, who is it? That, how does she die then?
Well, they never showed who killed her or whatever.
Oh well, why not? So I thought that he accidentally killed his mother by going back, or there was some kind of. So,
No, no.
well, see that doesn't
When he,
make.
when he went back, though, he changed the future.
Okay, so they never find out who killed her anyway.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, see that makes sense to me. I'm thinking that he was his own. Somehow he was mad. He went back and killed his own mother,
no, no, no.
and he was too. He was
They didn't say in the movie.
because he was very angry and upset. And he said, "I've been doing this." He said, "How long have you been doing this?" And he said, "Time has has no meaning or something." Like they've been going back and forth forever. So I didn't understand that part.
Yeah. So and he's going. So it's
Okay.
hard for you because you got to see like he's going
Yeah.
to all these dimensions and stuff. Yeah, I don't see how you could understand the movie without
Yeah.
seeing it when he
I
goes
mean, I
into
got
that.
most of it. So they never show how she dies to begin with. They just show her dying, and he. Well, how's he going to
Yeah.
stop her if they don't know how she died?
What's that?
How's he supposed to stop it if they don't know how it happened?
Well, somebody came and murdered her and stabbed her.
Okay. Well, who was it?
Well, I'm in the comics, it's the reverse
Yeah.
Flash.
Okay, but they don't show it here. I was thinking it was Barry in the future for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Okay. And then what about whenever Zod says later on that the Kryptonian infant didn't make it? Is he telling the truth?
Yeah, no, yeah,
So they killed the original Superman.
yeah. They in that dimension,
Okay.
Superman doesn't make
Okay.
his ship don't make it, but Supergirl does.
Instead, yeah, because they were looking for Kryptonian, but they didn't know which one. I thought that was neat, so they flipped it around, and she was the one who was special instead of Clark. Okay, so that was neat. I mean, I like the whole time travel and the way they tied it together. Like I said, it was like Back to the Future, right there.
Yeah,
So,
but he screwed up. He screwed up.
and Zod was cool. I like Michael Shannon, of course, coming
Yeah,
back.
I love him. He's
I
great.
mean, I'm always a fan of the original Zod, but this guy here, he just brought something even more. He's like, especially in Man of Steel when he's like, I will find you one day. It's like, oh, this guy's, you could
Yeah,
tell, like, he's going to
he
get,
didn't want he
yeah.
didn't want to do that movie.
And he killed Jor-El. I mean, and he didn't want to, and you could tell he was like, he was remorse after he got him. He was just one of them moments, you know what I mean? Because he's supposed to be the protector, Zod was. He wasn't really a bad guy, but he was, he was the chief security in this version, right, of Krypton. So, but he killed him, and he's cruel though. He's like, I will find you one day, I will hunt you down, and he did too. So he made it. But yeah. So what do you what do you give? I figure about three and a half out of five. I'm not, you know what I mean. 5 stars if I do
I
rate
give
it.
it a 4.5.
Out of five, a perfect five for a movie. And you,
4.5.
I mean, I'm saying you on a perfect five out of five, you'd give it four out of half, four and a half. I'm real tough on my stuff, so yeah. Because to me, for a movie to be almost perfect, I'd probably give it a four out of five. So I'd probably give it three out of five, three and a half out of five. So but as far as this universe of, I put it up there with Man of Steel. I liked the first Suicide Squad. I liked both Wonder Woman's, and I liked the first the Harley Quinn movie with her by herself.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I wasn't a fan of Justice League so much, and Aquaman really either. So, but I put it up there with those other ones as far as in this one. So we're getting ready. What is it? 40 something after?
Yeah.
Like what? 42, 43?
Yes. Yeah. It says 43 on my
Okay. All
my
right.
board.
Yeah. Well, what do we say? Love is a choice, and so is the hate. And we'll be back soon with maybe another review or some just something that hopefully brings me some people a little bit of joy. You know, get away from whatever it is for a moment, a couple minutes. You know, whatever it is, and just chill with us, right? And there you go. So, you got anything we got before we go, or just
Yes, everybody be good to each
yeah,
other and go in grace and peace, man.
that's it, right? Be the light.